Hey. Hey everybody, this is Rich Fontaine of Power of Self Entertainment. Just give me a second here. We are on day 7. I just wanted to add some people really quickly, so please bear with me as I add a few friends that asked me to let them know when I'm doing some of these lives. So just give me 1 second and we'll be able to start here. And you know me, I'm very brief and straight to the point, so it won't take too long on your Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy holidays, and thank you and appreciation for everyone that has a chance to see this now or later. And I appreciate you always taking your time to view this. And this is the 365 days of daily motivation, our year of consistency. 2020 is the year of consistency, which ironically is what I want to talk about today. And before I start, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Cody Mannix, Better Body, Better Life Productions. Awesome guy. If you never met him, you should check him out. The power of consistency. Everything is consistent. Nature is consistent. Nature is the most consistent thing on the planet. If you ever want to study success and you want to know how does it take to be successful, Rich? What does somebody have to do in order to reach their goals? Look at nature. Nature is probably the most successful thing in reality. If you think about it, what's consistent? The day and the night. Imagine one day you wake up at 7, 8 in the morning and the sun never showed up. That would ruin the plants, ruin the water system, ruin the earth, how it moves, how the consistency of the rain. See, everything is consistent. Everything runs off the basis of consistency. Nature naturally is consistent. The sun rises every day and sets every day. That's when you know you can set your time to it. You can set your calendar to it. You can set your everyday tasks to nature. Why? Because it's consistent. That's why nature itself is successful. Which reminds me of a tale, a kind of a fable from James Allen from the book Mastery of Destiny. And he talks about a man that puts a commitment in his mind that every day he's going to skip a rock on a lake. So every day he says, when I walk past this lake, I will grab one stone and I will skip it across the lake. Most people will say that's fine. And then as he becomes great at what he does, people will come to him and say, you're so lucky, you're so blessed, you're so great, you must be so highly favored that you're able to skip rocks so well. And he says, no, it's because every day I walk past this lake, I skip the rock. And even if I forget and I go past the lake, I turn right back around and I go back to the lake and I skip a rock. I don't wait till the next day to say, you know what, I skipped one day, that's fine, I'll do 2 rocks tomorrow. No. Your commitment was to make 1 rock per day. And each time he does that, each time he skips a rock down it, he becomes better because he's consistent. It's the power of 10,000 hours of doing the same thing over and over again. Bruce Lee says once, I'm not afraid of the man that practiced 1,000 kicks one time, but I'm terrified of the person that practiced 1 kick 1,000 times. How does somebody become a great athlete? Consistency. How does somebody become a great author? Consistency. How does somebody become a great speaker? Consistency. How does somebody become a great businessman? Consistency. How does somebody be better in their relationship? Consistency. I have something written on my wall for my wife to say 1 love gesture a day. And I make sure I check that off every day. So every day I do 1 love gesture for my wife. Why? Because that's consistency. So every day she feels good about herself and good with me. That helps our relationship. Every day when I do these videos, I practice my speaking. So I used to go on stage and people are like, man, you're so confident. They don't understand. I went to a Toastmasters every single week without miss for a year and a half. Every single week without miss for a year and a half. And I'd go on stage and be like, man, you're so confident. You're so good at speaking. You're so lucky. It has nothing to do with luck. It has every single week For a year and a half, I went. Consistency. It's what Napoleon Hill called hypnotic rhythm. After a while, when you're consistent, day in and day out, day in and day out, it starts to become second nature. It starts to become rhythm, that you don't miss it. And if you do miss it, you don't feel right. I used to do that with the gym. I used to go every single day. And then when I didn't go to the gym one day, I didn't feel right. It didn't matter if it was like 2 and 3 in the morning. I'm like, man, I got to go to the gym. I got to work out. Why? Because it's consistency. And most people do things for a week, do things for 2 weeks. And if it's not working, or do for a month, oh, I don't see the results. It's not happening as fast as I want it to. Let's just push it away. And T.D. Jakes says, no, you follow the path. You follow the trail. You keep continuing the process. Don't get left on the steps. Keep climbing the steps. Because the steps are the process that gets you there. And it's one foot after the other, one leg after the other. That's consistency. It's just every day do the same thing over and over and over again. Then it starts to become second nature. It starts to become hypnotic. And when it starts to become hypnotic, you don't have to worry about it. My affirmations, my success principles, I work on daily. So when I get on stage, or I'm writing a book, or I'm helping somebody, it's nothing I have to go back and research. It's in my mind. It's daily. Sometimes I can't even remember where I even got that quote from. It's just because I listen to quotes daily. I do affirmations daily. I work on myself daily. And when you work on yourself daily, that becomes you. Your hypnotic rhythm starts to morph itself, and that's who you become. Your consistency is what will lead you to the goals that you want to be. I just want to take this quick time. Sue, I see you. Ellen, I see you. And anyone else that's watching, I like to go fluent because I want to give you the message. So if I don't give you a shout out while I'm doing it, it's only because I want to get this message out to you. These things are not about me. They're about you. And I want you to get the message. That is consistency. So for 2020, write on your calendar. Every single day, mark on your calendar. I have a checklist. So this is what I do for my calendar. I have my dates, and then on the side of it is an open space. And I write a little checklist. Daily meditation, love gesture, do my affirmations, reach out to a family member. I have daily tasks that I check off every day. Every day I check these things off. Every day I check these things off. Why? Because it helps me be consistent. So now, before I go to bed, I look at my list. Did I do all of it? And if I didn't do all of it, I don't go to bed. I don't sleep. I don't close my eyes until everything off the daily checklist is done. That is how you create consistency. So not every day you don't come back and battle yourself. And number 2 thing is stop giving yourself options. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. You know, I'll do 2 next week. Or, hey, you know what? I'll double down tomorrow. No. I don't care what happened that day. If you have your daily checklist, check it off. Check it off. Because if you remain consistent, just like nature. The sun comes up every day and sets every day. It's consistent. You can bank your life on yourself because you know every day I chip at it. Every day I'm consistent. Every day I don't fail. It gives you confidence in your own self because you know when you speak it, you live it. Again, Bruce Lee said, I do not fear the man that practiced 1,000 kicks one time, but I'm terrified of the man that practiced one kick 1,000 times. That's mastery. That's where you want to get to. Think about all the successful people you know, that you look up to, that you admire, that you want to be, that you want to emulate. What do you want? Why do you like them so much? Why do you like the athletes so much? Because they're consistent. Every game, the superstar, every game gives it to you. Averages 30 points. Averages a field goal. Averages a touchdown. This person does excellence every single day. That's why you admire them. They're consistent. So in order for you to want to reach the success and the goals you want in your life, it has to be a daily task. It has to be consistency. So let 2020, please, from me to you, let 2020 be the year. The year. Don't worry about what you're going to get. Don't worry about the expectations. Don't worry about the manifestations. But worry about your consistency. And I promise you, one day you'll look up and you're like, wow, I'm in the exact place that I knew I was going to be. Gil, I appreciate you coming out. Antoinette, I appreciate it. Again, this is Rich Fontaine. Either you could agree with me or not agree with me. But either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. I appreciate all of you. Love is love. Have an awesome weekend. Have an awesome Sunday. I got to go clean my garage. Why? Because I said I was going to do it, so I'm doing it. I don't want to, but it's that thing in your mind to say it, speak it, and do it. If you could speak it, you can do it. You'll trust yourself, and you'll gain more confidence in all of your abilities. I promise you that. Namaste. Gil, my man, appreciate the love, brother. Let's be consistent this year. Whatever you're doing, make it happen. Be consistent. Don't stop. Every day, chip away at it. Every day, chip away at it. That's what makes you better. See, people don't understand. Well, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. I'm going on a tangent because I love this. I was talking to somebody yesterday about his son. And he said his son wants to be a basketball player, but he's starting late. And I told him Kobe Bryant started at 17 when he really started. No, it's not 17, earlier than that. But I think 13, 14. He started late. He was a late bloomer and starting playing basketball. But what he did was every day he played. Every day he trained. Every day he threw up shots. Every day he worked on his defense. Every single day. And that's why he's a legend. That's why he's great at what he does. He comes in beforehand, stays later, consistently, trains harder than everyone else. That's why he makes it. That's why you know his name. That's why he's a legend. Consistency. Namaste. Oops. Gotta finish the thing. Bye.